Every great work of God throughout church history has something in common. They all began with sacrifice. Sacrifice in its most basic form is surrendering something that matters for what matters more. Every revival, every mission, every crusade, every local church began with a people who were willing to surrender their time, money, and comfort for a great work they believed God wanted to do. Even Jesus Christ, God in flesh, the foundation of the church, left his position in heaven to be crucified, buried, and resurrected. It began with sacrifice. Our church is no different. In 2010, Pastor David Kilpatrick felt God leading him to gift our current church facilities to City Church, California. That was a sacrifice. Becky and I and our boys left family, friends, and a job security to pioneer the new work God wanted to do here in Ventura, California. That was a sacrifice. Every work of God begins with sacrifice, and every continued work of God requires a living sacrifice. Paul urges the church in Romans chapter 12, saying, "Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship." That's what we are, living sacrifices. When God wants to do a new work, he sends a people to surrender what matters for what matters more. This is where the vision for our annual Build Together offering comes from. It's a moment for our church to join together around God's vision for our community, to offer a sacrifice in order to see that vision become a reality. Our church is where it is today because of the faithfulness of God and the sacrifice of others. And we believe that God is not finished with us and that our greatest days as a church are yet ahead. There are more people to serve, more hurting to heal, more community to reach, more lost people to be found, and more ground to be taken. That's why we're going to continue to give through our compassion and content initiatives, bringing hope and the message of Jesus through local organizations and new and creative platforms. And we are thankful for the ground and the buildings we've been given. But we believe we hear God saying, there's more. In the last 2 years, we've received multiple confirming prophetic words that God has another building for us. We are listening, looking, and praying. But we believe it's time now to also prepare financially for the miracle that God is doing. So we're calling on you, our church family, to lean into what God is doing now, what he wants to do in the future, and to offer your lives again as a living sacrifice as we build together.